Hello, today we're in the Freedom Elite. It's unit 2616. Doing the walkthrough. First we'll start on the outside, we'll work our way to the inside. Right here you have some 110 plug sockets. Make sure you have your generator on or you're plugged in to get the power circulating through them. Right here in this first compartment you're going to have your propane area. Your propane tank is full. You could bring it back empty, that's totally fine, you don't have to fill it up. Just latches with the thumb latches. You have your outside compartment for your refrigerator with the pipes, Freon, things like that. You don't need to worry about going inside here for any kind of reason. Right here, you're gonna have your big compartment storage area. You have little door holders here. That's gonna hold your door open, so you don't have to use your head or anything like that to keep it going. Right here, you're gonna have some spacer levelers. So in case the place you go to is really unleveled, you could just use these, put them in front of your wheels, and then drive on top of it, and then that'll help level you out. But most RV places are leveled, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about this. Just this back up, so you have pretty much good storage area here. You have light there. You also have a light in here, so if you come in at nighttime, you'll have light space. We do ask you keep your water hose and your sewage hose separate so that they don't get contaminated. We'll take both of these with us for the next side. Right back here, you're gonna have the back of a unit here. No rear view camera, just the normal back part there. So you're gonna have your water hose here. This here is your water pressure regulator. This is just going to reduce your water pressure from the city to the pipes in the unit. Pipes in the unit ain't as durable as your regular house, so you're going to make sure you leave this on your water hose. When you're at a campsite and you have a water spigot there, you're just going to get this. You're just going to tighten this on. You're just going to tighten this on. Once it's tightened in, plug your other end into here, into the spigot that the place is going to provide. And then when you have it in this one, you don't have to have your water pump on. And it also bypasses your water tank. So this here will just go straight to your faucet, sinks, toilet. You should have no worries about that. And then just disconnect it here to fill up your fresh water tank. You're gonna unscrew this piece here. To fill it in, you're just gonna get this. It's just gonna sit. It's just gonna sit right in there. You don't have to tighten it down or nothing. Plug the other end into the spigot, turn it on. Once this water tank is full, this little hole on the side, water's gonna be coming out through there and also through here, just telling you that it's full, it's not gonna take any more water. Okay, back over here. This is your gas, it's unleaded fuel only. Just make sure you put your gas cap back on. Right here is gonna be where your sewage area is at. You have another door holder right there to hold your door. You're gonna have your sewage area here. Your sewage area, you're just gonna twist off this cap here. Just like that. You can hook it up over the top. Then over here you're gonna get your sewage hose, and your sewage hose here is just gonna fit on in here. So this here is just gonna get these little claws onto these little nipples here on the side. So you're just gonna sit just like that, and then you're just gonna turn it, and it's gonna lock right on. Once it's all locked on there, you're gonna get your other part here. That's the elbow, and then here you got the elbow. We're just going to screw into the campground. I say 2 full turns. We'll lock it in place. Once it's all locked in place, you're just going to get this same thing with the claws and the little nipples. You're just going to go on there. You're just going to twist it. It's going to lock on. Once you have this already in the ground, then you're going to pull your black valve here. You're going to pull your black valve first all the way out. Let it all drain, and then the same thing with your gray. So let this one pull out, drain it, close it, and then you're going to open your gray valve, pull it out, let it drain, and then close it. And then you're just gonna disconnect. Then you're just gonna disconnect like normal. Undo that, and then it's just gonna go right back inside your bin here, and then that'll be fine. Put it back in your compartment space inside. Right here, you're gonna have if they're gonna have cable at the campsite, you can plug it in here, and then you'll be able to get your cable inside the unit. Right here, you're gonna have where your water heaters at. Your water heater is electric. So you're just gonna flip the switch on inside. You don't have to worry about coming out here or messing with this. Just flip the switch on. We'll show you that side inside the shop there. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to get hot water, so you don't have to wait a half hour or longer. This right here is your furnace exhaust. So this will be hot, so if you have your furnace on when it's cold, just be careful with this because it will be hot, so be careful in that. Right here you're going to have where your generator's at. You're going to have another door compartment holder here. Your generator here, you can turn it on from inside or you can turn it from outside. You're just going to pull this out. These little handles here, you're just going to flip it upward for it to come out. To turn it on, you're going to have this piece here. You're just going to press stop till this red light right here turns on. Once that red light there turns on, then you're ready to start it. Once it starts, hold it on for 10 seconds after to make sure all the juices are flowing. To turn off your generator, you're just going to press stop, and that's going to turn your generator off. Then when we go inside, we'll turn it on again. This side here is you're going to have where your electrical cord is at. So right here, you're just going to pull your cord out. It comes out about 15 to 20 feet, and then there's also an extra cord in here, just in case you need to go farther. Right here is a 30 amp system. If the cam place you have is going to be a 30 amp, just plug it directly in. If not, we have the adapter here that breaks it down from a 30 to a regular 110. It's like a regular house plug. So all you do is just connect it here and then plug it in. You'll get the same power, same everything just through there. And then all this will just come right back inside. Straighten all that out later. Yeah, please. Then you have your normal front end area space here, just all the same. Mirrors, other mirror, front end. So now we'll go inside. But first, before we go inside, you're gonna have some switches right here. Right here, you're gonna have your porch light switches right here. You're gonna have your awning to go in and out here, and then you also have a disconnect. This disconnect you want to leave on at all times. You don't want to mess with this. If you do, all your power in the unit will turn off, and your refrigerator will as well. So if you have things in your refrigerator that will spoil, it will go bad. So be careful you leave this switch here on. Right here, you're gonna pull your awning out. You just hold the button down, and then the awning is gonna come out. So once your awning there is coming out there, just hold the button down till you see that little flap come out. Once that little flap comes out, that is all the way out there. So right there, once you see that little silver and flap part, it's all gonna come out there. Let me just pull the little flap down. Sorry. So right here, you're just gonna see how this little flap here is. You're just gonna pull your awning so that you see that little flap out, and that's your awning all the way out. To put it back in, you're just gonna do the same thing. Just press your button, and it's gonna come all the way back in. It's not automatic, so you do have to hold the button down until the awning is all the way in. You do want to be careful when it's windy. You do not want to take your awning out when it's windy, just so that the wind won't take it off like a parachute. Right here you have another 110 plug socket here. Just make sure your generator's on, or you're plugged into to your shore power, which is your 110 plug out there, to get power circulating through there. So right up here, you're gonna have your top bed here. You're just gonna pull this brown one here towards you, and then that's gonna be your bed. To get onto your bed, you're gonna take your shoes off, step on here, and then you can get inside. You do have a TV here. This TV here, you're just gonna pull this little lever down in the back, then your TV is gonna just swivel towards you. It has a built-in, this other side. It has a built-in DVD player, so you get regular DVD player here, or you also can connect a game in the back, like a game system. This one does not get regular TV. And then just push it all the way back to the back, and that's going to lock in place. Right here you have divider curtain, just for privacy, for the top. You have another one here. They're just going to meet in the middle. Then you have your coverage on the top. Then you just put it all the way back, connect it. Same thing here on this side here. You do want to be careful. You do want to be careful with the TV cord, because the TV cord connects right on the side. So you want to make sure that you don't pull this and disconnect your TV and have that problem there. Right up here you do have an extra storage space with an extension cord, so just in case your TV's not working with that plug, you could always reconnect it with a different plug on the bottom there. Right here you're gonna have your divider curtain here. It's just gonna go all the way across from one end to the other. So that's gonna go there. All the way across. So this here, you're just gonna kind of guide it all the way through the front to the back. So right here it just has Velcro. Your Velcro just gonna stick it all together. One there. And then it's gonna come here, and then you're gonna have all your didn't stick up there. And you're gonna have your whole privacy, so that way no one's looking at you while you're camping and enjoying your family. Let's leave that together there. Up here you're just gonna have your normal cockpit area here. Just all your same. There's no review camera, so you don't have to worry about that. You have your normal air conditioner, heater, fans, radio, your steering wheel, all your blinds and all that stuff over there. Your headlights will turn on here with that part. Here you're gonna have your table that's gonna turn into a bed. You're just gonna twist this piece here off, put it flat, and then just pull it out. Comes out easier. And then your table here is just gonna come underneath your seats on this little lip right here. Once it's all the way on there, it's just gonna sit in there like that. You're gonna have your other so you're gonna have your other cushion that's gonna come up here. That's gonna make the bed. Just kind of stuff it in there. Then you have your table bed here. Then you just pick it all back up, put it back to the same. That's gonna go up there. This is gonna come here. It's the same thing, put it in there. Put it back, and then you have yourself a table. Up here you have plenty of storage, compartment space up here. Both sides, your lights are just gonna flip on, flip off. Your blinds are just gonna come down, come back up. Don't have to do too much with those. Over here, this is where your furnace is at, so this is where all your heat's gonna come through. It doesn't have any extra vents, it's just gonna come through right here in this one spot. Right here, you're gonna have your closet space with the rail so you can hang clothes, things like that. You have a drawer, you're gonna pick up your drawer and then pull it out. And then put it back in, just the same there. Right in here, you're gonna have where your bathroom is at. You have some towel holders here on your door. Your toilet here is pedal foot. Just gonna press the button and your toilet's gonna flush, come all the way out. Right here you have your 110 plug socket with a GFI, so just reset it if you're not getting any power to any of your plugs. You have space behind your mirror just for all your essentials. You have your sink here, just turns on like a normal sink. Just make sure you have your water pump on when you're doing that. Right here you're gonna have with your 4 rolls of tissue we provide, your 2 chemical packs. Your chemical packs are, if you're using the restroom for a while and it's having a little bit of a smell, throw this into the toilet, let it dissolve with a little bit of water that the toilet holds, and then flush it the rest of the way down. It's gonna have a better smell, and it also breaks your tissue up better. Right here you have your shower curtain here. Comes in, comes out. You have your shower head here. You have an on and off switch here. So if you want to use the water at that time, you could just turn it off or turn it back on. Just fits right back into the same. Your water will turn on just as normal, like a regular faucet. You have your drain, you have your whole shower, little cover. You have a roof vent in here inside your bathroom. You just twist it on out. Turn your fan on, use it, turn it off. Make sure you're not driving with your vents up, otherwise the wind will take them and you'll get charged for that. Right here you have a light on the roof, just press the button. Right in here you're going to have your bed. Right here you're going to have your thermostat. To turn your thermostat on, you're going to bring it all the way to 90. let it turn on. Once it turns on, you'll hear it kick in. And then once you start feeling it gets warm, then you want to adjust it to 70 or so, just so you're not going to toast yourself leaving it at 90. Right up here, you're going to have plenty more storage space. A lot of storage space. Your lights are just going to turn on, just pressing the button. You also have your blinds for the back, blinds for the side. Just goes up and down. And then you also have a divider. You have also another divider curtain here that is just going to come from one end to the other. Not too bad. And then just put it back once you're done. Right here on your refrigerator, you want to leave it on gas. So you'll put it here on gas setting. The only thing you don't want to move is this one here, from coldest to warmest. So say we have your refrigerator on and something down here on the bottom is freezing. You're going to want to move this to a 3 or a 4 just so that the bottom don't get too cold, like your milk frozen or anything like that. So just make sure you just want to move this one or leave this one just where it's at. It uses very little propane to keep it going, so you don't have to worry about it draining all your propane or anything like that. Right here you have an overhead fan. You have an overhead light. You have your microwave here. You have to make sure you have your generator on to run your microwave, your air conditioner, and your TV. We also ask that you don't run your microwave and air conditioner at the same time. That's too much power on the generator. It will turn the generator off or kick a breaker. So if you're going to use a microwave and you have your AC on, just turn your AC off, use your microwave. Once you're done with the microwave, turn your AC back on. Right here on your stove, it's just going to turn your lights to light, and then you just turn your sparker. It's going to turn the whole top on here. Makes that easier. Oh, I should have brought a lighter. Your oven here is just going to be just the same. You're just going to... I'll have to go get a lighter for that one. We'll come back to that. Right here, you're going to have where your bottom drawer here, you're going to have a fire extinguisher. Right here, you're going to have your drawer for your TV, and then this is also the lock for your bathroom. So in case you lock your bathroom, this will let you back in. Right here, you have more drawer space here. More drawer space there. Same thing with your blinds here. They're just going to pull up, pull down, and then you also have your little tool here to open or keep them closed, just depending on what you want. You have another light switch here, another light switch here, and one more light switch here. You have a fire detector up there. You also have a carbon monoxide and propane detector here. That is really sensitive to cologne, perfume, hairspray, aerosol, things of that nature. If you spray a lot of it, just note that will go off. If it does, open up some windows, step outside, and then that'll get you, it'll clear out and you'll be able to come back in. Right here is your monitor panel. This here is going to show you your tanks. So right here, your gray tank is your sinks and showers. That one is empty. Your black tank is your toilet. That one's empty as well. Then your fresh is your freshwater tank. That is full. Then you have your battery. Your batteries here are at a fair charge. And then you also have your LP, which is full. To turn your generator on here, you're just going to press where it says stop. Hold it down so that red light turns on. And then you start it. Just remember, once it starts, to hold it down for about 10 seconds or so after it starts, just to make sure it gets its full cycle going. And then down here, you're going to have where your water pump switch is at. When your water pump is on, the red light's going to be on. But you don't want to leave your water pump on the whole time. If you're going to use it, turn it on. If you're not using it, just leave it off. And then you have your water heater switch is right here. Just flip it here. This little light's going to turn red when you turn it on. Once the pilot lights, it's going to turn off. So that way you know that if the pilot didn't light, it's going to stay red, and then that's just telling you that it did not light. So that's when you turn this off, leave it off for a few seconds after, and then turn it back on, and then if it still doesn't light, then you need to check your propane, make sure you still have propane in the unit. And then to turn it off, it's the same thing, press stop. That turns off your generator there. Make sure you keep your air conditioner off when you turn your generator off. That way when you turn your generator back on and the air conditioner is still on, it's going to bog out the power and it might turn your generator off just because it's draining all the power when it first turns on. And that is it.